I'll be honest, it felt like a very special show. I'm not gonna lie.
It did.
It was
I
very special. That Kong, Gail Kim, Taryn Terrell thing was
yeah.
great. Uh, the Kong promo was not as good, but I think they already built it in when she started off by saying that she's not one to for too many words.
Right.
Said the Netflix actress, but um, but it was a very real, raw, emotional moment. I think, which yeah, those moments in real life they're awkward. You can't.
Yeah.
You don't. I mean, it's like everyone thinks that when you say farewell to something or you have a reunion, it's just like it is in the movies. No, they're clunky. They're like what we saw in
Yeah.
Empowerrr. If anyone like watched the Kong get Kim, there is an air of awkwardness to it, and that's normal. That actually made it more real. That made it more real for me than an actual well crisp, executed retirement plan or something. Like Ric Flair's retirement had a lot of awkward moments in it.
Yes.
I mean, I'm talking about the first retirement that dropped. That's it had a lot. I mean, like when Triple H said like pointed out the watches and everyone like had this like weird embarrassed laughter about it. That sort of
Yeah.
stuff. It's all. Yeah, that moment was great. Um, yeah. Other than that, it was a good show. I'm gonna say some of the wrestling was a little clunky. Some,
It was.
I mean
And
that
to me
the triple
saw a
threat
lot
match,
of
everything that in yeah, the triple everything that had the chick from the Triple A thing, I felt a little bit not off because it's bad, but I think there was a phase shift in the wrestling styles between Kyle Ray and the Amenti, and that
I'm gonna say this about women's wrestling. NXT is wonders because they had a knock on women wrestlers. This is more a thing about how producers and agents look women's wrestlers is need to have a better mindset because as you said, like last night, a lot of it was super clunky feeling. It was you look at the first like 5 matches and then you look at Melina versus Deonna Purrazzo.
yes, no, that was a
It's night and day different.
yeah.
Melina
That was when you said, "Oh yes, some real wrestling."
Yes, yeah.
And
Um,
what a story! Like that was a match that told a great story from the beginning, had a great psychology, something that kept a theme that kept through from the opening bell all the way to the end. Might be Melina's best match ever. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to dig deep in my mind to find something that was better than that for her. I mean,
I'd say it is.
yeah, not to say that she had. I mean, she's had classics with Alicia Fox, as everyone knows, and no, but seriously, no, man, I always loved Melina. She was a good wrestler. I mean, like,
Yeah,
she
was one
absolutely,
in the wrong era.
she absolutely carried that WrestleMania 23 match with Ashley. God rest her soul.
Yeah,
Ashley, like, she's done some pretty good stuff, but I think this might be as a piece of art that is a professional wrestling match. I think this might be her masterpiece.
22. Like Deonna kept like working the leg. Melina sold it so well.
The reason I didn't say this was Deanna's best match is because Deonna has a lot of great matches.
He does, yes. Deonna has become almost like a Bret Hart. She executes people's legs,
yes,
like arms. Knows how to target people. And when I watch like YouTube different versions of Impact on Thursdays, the people I usually look forward to watching is her, Brian Myers, and for it's basically just because of how great she is in the ring.
yeah. I mean, she has made believers out of a lot of people. Like you remember a certain mutual friend of ours trashed the hell out of her when she was debuting on Impact.
Yeah.
Guy said, I mean, she cannot talk, she cannot do this. I can understand why they let her go. Shout out to Ryan, we love you, brother. Anyway,
He's a fan.
yeah, now he is one of our biggest fans ever.
Ah.
And so
Anytime I post anything about Deanna Purrazzo, I kid you not, in 3 minutes, he gets a heart reaction from Trohan every single time. And it's like, man, dude, a year ago, you and I were heavily debating this, but now it's night and day.
yeah, and this speaks to how great she is. By virtue of nothing, not her, by just, wow, virtue, okay, that's, by just,
Virtuoso.
yeah, the virtuoso, by virtue of just showing up week after week on Impact and having her work speak for her. Like, Diana did not do the whole, like, I wanna invade other promotions. She did not call AEW out on Twitter. She didn't, she just stayed in her place, made her mark, made the world come to her and watch her.
I feel they might hotshot her versus Britt Baker, because did say, was asked about AEW a few weeks ago, and she said to Tony Khan, Dynamite is nothing until she is on it. And then that was it. And Britt Baker had like a tweet about it or something. But to me, it's something that I think they need to build up.
I think they should keep them separate as much as they could. I mean, like, this is something that, had they built this early on, this could have been a great all-out match. But I don't want to say wait till the next all-out next year, but at least
Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing would be good. I think Double or Nothing is their second biggest show, so that could be it.
Yeah.
It's
imagine Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh my god, that would be great.
Yeah.
That wouldn't end, but honestly, if they have Diana at Wrestle Kingdom, they might have her go for the Stardom title.
It's true, yeah.
That would be the bigger thing for them.
Be the belt collector thing with her.
Yeah, I was thinking this. I was thinking that with Impact and we're getting ahead of ourselves here, but with Impact and then the NWA, just I mean, sort of like cooperating now. I think a showdown between Diana and Diana and whoever is NWA Women's Champion at a certain time is inevitable.
It is. It truly is. And like Camille, Hirsch was also, which you haven't watched yet, but that was also a great match.
No, I'm glad to hear that, because they don't look like they stylistically match at all.
It was, I thought it was going to be a cluster, but Camille was just completely being a powerhouse on her. Layla Hirsch impressed the hell out of me last night, because she won that a few weeks ago on Dynamite. Was it? Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, she was it on Dynamite or was it on Rampage? Was it on the first? I think she was on the first Rampage. Anyways,
I can't remember honestly.
Yeah.
But when she won it, I was just like, okay.
She was not on Rampage. The first Rampage was Britt Baker versus Velvet, the Red Velvet. So that's probably not her.
A lot of AEW and a lot of AEW stars in general pushed too soon just for no reason. Let's look at Evolving Door people like in the men's division who get like a push for a month and then they're back on Dark.
Yeah.
Same thing with the women. I was thinking, oh, they're having this girl go do it instead of, I mean, obviously they don't want to do Thunder Rosa back on NWA again, but I guess there really isn't anybody else really on.
No.
There's really no one else on Britt Baker's level in AEW right now. Maybe,
there really is not. No.
Like, they had Layla Hirsch when I was just like, this is odd. And then I saw the size difference, and like, oh, this just seems like a joke.
And freaking Camille was wearing heels too on that stand.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
She impressed the hell out of me last night, like Layla Hirsch did.
Yeah, she's scrappy. Her stuff is like, from what little I saw her stuff looks crisp. She's
It is, yeah,
she's proficient. That's a
completely. Um, it was a good showing for her. And Camille, I feel attention when she was on Dynamite is.
Thank you for joining us on the Outlaw Macho Drive-In. If you liked that video, please click like and subscribe to our channel for more content from the Drive-In. For full episodes of our podcast, you may look us up on Anchor, Spotify, or wherever your favorite podcasts are available. Just search for Outlaw Macho Drive-In. And if it's not too much trouble, would you help us out here? Spread the word, share. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. We love you. Bye.